Look how you pretty, face don't need no makeup. From life, I see no breakup.
Good morning. Blessed Sunday to any and everybody out there. I know this is very much unusual. We need to usually do Sundays, but you know, special moments can make exceptions, and yeah. So I think finally, we'll go able to get a king today, God willing. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much where we at with it. I need people if will come on right now. Let me know if you want to get it live and how we want to get time. So we gonna know. Yeah, so just come on right now and give me a thumbs up or whatever it is if you want to get this live. So we'll go. Yep. So yeah, when I let me know, when I give me thumbs up, if you want to get me clear, when I see everything before, I bring, the man on, you know what I mean? When I let me know, I want to make sure when I get me clearly. So let me know if you want to get me clearly, man. Let's go. This will not for make no extra protocols. We're just gonna dive right into it. You know what I mean? So if anybody they would watch right now, if they get me on, just give me a thumbs up. Make I know see you to get me. And then we just gonna dive right into it, man. So let me know. Anybody watching right now, let me know if you can hear me, bro. Let me know if you can hear me, okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. No, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Or just text, whatever you do, just write it up. Let me know you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Give me thumbs up. Can you hear me? Give me thumbs up. Give me thumbs up if you can hear me. All right, we're going straight to it then, I guess. We're going straight to it. I hope y'all can hear me. We don't get time for warm up. They also with the king, I'm sure already. As soon as he come on, because we're not able to see a picture yet, but as soon as he come on, we're going to know. And everybody give me thumbs up. Give me thumbs up. There we go. What's up, big homie? How you feeling, man?
Yo, Abu, what's poppin', man? 2-1, what's cracking with you, B?
Can't call it, bro. Can't call it, man. I salute you, man. How you feeling this morning?
Man, just a little bit tired. I was out all night, promoting. Was in the clubs, I'm in the East Coast, I'm in
Right.
Fox Bar, Mohamed Bangura, things of that nature, man. Just getting the word
I
out
hear
there.
that.
You dig?
As you should, man. You already know you out here working hard for real. And I appreciate you for taking this time out. And just to bless us on this platform, man. We needed this. You know what I mean? I
Been a
appreciate
long
that. I
time
appreciate
coming, huh?
that.
Been a
For
long
sure.
time coming.
No doubt. Hey, man, just to speak on that, I think we had like, is it 2 episodes already, but we never really did like an official interview. You know what I mean? But I think you blessed me like twice already on the 2-1 platform, but we never really did like an official interview. This is like the very first one, correct?
Yeah, man. It's Philly all day, man. Southwest. So, whenever I can give some support, show some love, I'm always here, man. But it'd be crazy, man. The schedule, things that I have to do, man, and get done. You know what I mean? It should be
Right.
crazy, man. We never really get
Uh,
time to really tap in. But this is good right
right.
here.
Appreciate that. You know what I mean? Hey, man, so we just gonna dive right into this, bro. You know what I mean? And excuse the cliche and all that, because I know this is a question you probably already answered like a million times. But this your first time on our platform, so we gonna go all the way back, and then let's just get to the origin, man. Who is Ambassador Caldinero Amarature slash Jalo, where the Jalo comes from, and all that. Take us to a journey real quick.
Well, the kid was born Amara Dennis Toure, Lungay,
Right.
Putloko district to be exact. Two civil servant parents. My dad was an airliner, worked at the airport, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
he
Okay.
started working at Lungay like around 1971 when we used to have Sierra Leone Airways. We used to have an
Okay.
airline in Sierra Leone. So my dad was
Right.
one of the folks that was there working. And then my
Right.
mom, she worked at the hotel and she was working at the Waterworks, MOW. She was a
Okay.
civil servant. You know what I mean?
Right.
We kind of met
Right.
up. I have two brothers, an older brother and a younger brother. You know what I mean? And
Right.
when I attended my primary school, St. Joseph Primary School, Masuila. And then, like in
Right.
1993, I came to Freetown, started attending St. Edward Secondary School. But I was one of these kids. I mean, we have relatives in the States. All my family, my folks were in New York. So every December, we'll get clothes shipped out to us. I get all the rap cassettes from Super Large and then my cousins, Big Al. They used to keep me abreast of what's going on in the States. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when I started attending St. Edward's, I discovered that I have this talent. You know what I mean? I started
Right.
writing raps like around 1995, 96. And then they started having
Okay.
talent shows. Through these talent shows, I started showing myself. You know what I mean? But then I was going by the name of Sloop Cow. You know what I
Smoke
mean?
out. Right. Right.
Yeah, I was in a crew called Word Up Society. So we was getting it in, you know what I mean? Getting our feet wet and letting everybody know what time it was. Shout out to my homeboy, rest in peace, Shock G. We had Slez from X Project, CJ Mack, Arrow Bone, K-Pack. Dudes, those are the dudes that I came up with. So
Right.
I made a name
Right.
for myself, a Sloop Cow, and then the war came. So my folks from the stateside, they hooked me up on the refugee program. You know what I mean? So I went
Okay.
to the States really as a refugee. My uncle's wife's name is Fatmata Jallo. So that's how I got the Jallo name. She's my mom's in the States. You know how shit go,
Okay.
man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's how my
Yeah.
name became Amara Toure Jallo. That's what I got on my US documents. So when I became the
Okay.
ambassador, it's only right for me to maintain that name. Because I cannot
Okay.
say Amara Dennis Toure on my diplomatic passport, but in the States,
Right.
I'm Amara Toure Jallo. Everything got to match.
Facts.
But in due time, it's going to
Right.
come back to Amara Dennis Toure.
Okay. Salute that. We respect that, man. Yeah, well, I mean, that kind of clear a lot, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people was looking at it like, you're trying to go for the ops or whatever. But we're going to speak on that, you know what I
Nah,
mean, much later. You know what I mean? So,
the
hey,
people that don't know.
right, right, fact. So, why hip hop? You know what I mean? Why hip hop?
Well, actually, when I started liking music, my background in music is crazy. My pops love music. I grew
Okay.
up listening to all types of music in the house. My dad used to listen to guys like Eric Donaldson. Eric Donaldson is like a blind Jamaican musician. I don't know if you're familiar with, I say, this is the land of my birth. I
Yes,
said,
yes, sir. Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
music like that, those are the records I used to listen to as a kid. My dad used to play
Right,
the Congolese music, the Papa Wemba, the Pepe Kale, the Kanda Bongo Mans. So
right,
diverse type of music. I had an uncle,
right,
most people don't know. My uncle used to be a band player. Rest in peace to Uncle Bashir. He
right,
went to Europe
right.
like in the 70s. This guy met Bob Marley. You know what I mean? He was a
Right,
guitarist. He was in Frankfurt, Germany. So in the 70s, when Bob Marley was touring, he told me the story as a kid. He said he went to the hotel and he introduced himself to Bob Marley as he's from Sierra Leone, he's from Africa, and Bob was rolling his weed. He said Bob stood up when he told him he's from Africa and gave him a hug. So imagine
right,
hearing that as a kid, man. My uncle told me the story. So I was just intrigued. I
right.
fell in love with music. But my first love was reggae music. I loved the
Okay.
Wailers, Bob Marley and the Wailers, Lucky Dube. Then I started
Right.
loving Buju Banton. Funnily, my first name was Buju Banton. They used to call me
Oh
Buju.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
All
they used
right.
to call me Buju, Shakadimos and Plies and all them dudes, Shaba Ranks. But,
Nice.
like I can say like around 94, 95, once I got introduced to like the Dog Pound, Snoop Dogg, You know what I mean? Death Row. I started listening to Warren G, Me Against the Wall, Tupac. Those albums got me hooked. And then I started making my own records, writing my own poetry. And I just fell in love with this shit.
Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a crazy journey, man. And I can see the passion in your music, you know what I mean? And based on just the explanation you just gave us, it actually, makes sense now. You know what I mean? So, and bear with me, I have to write questions down, man. I usually don't do that, but of course I'm having an interview with the king, the ambassador. It's only right. I try to make sure I'm on point. You know what I mean? I got to make it official. You dig me? So, all right, so my next question will be, what was the toughest part of breaking into the industry, like in the like in the 90s, you know what I mean, 2000s and all that? What was the toughest part on trying to break in the industry?
Well, you know what I mean? There was no platform. I would not say it's tough because there was no platform when I started. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There was no platform whatsoever. Like, we used to do talent shows. There was only one studio in Sierra Leone. Back then, it was only Island Records, Sam Jones. That's the only studio we had in Sierra Leone back then. You know, so, but once we traveled, I traveled to Conakry, Guinea as a refugee. When I was in Guinea, that's the first time I really went to the studio and started working with Silan Kuchi. Silan Kuchi is a blind producer that was very talented. He was part of the Blind Musical Flames. Remember them dudes, Blind Musical Flames?
Yeah, for sure.
So Silan Kuchi was in Guinea. When I went there, he embraced me, showed me mad love. He used to bring me to the studio. He was actually my manager. So we worked on a demo. You know what I mean? When I was there, that's when I started learning about studio work. Going to the studio, seeing the dot machine, you know, knowing about the tracks. You know what I mean? He had like a little 8-track that we was working with. He produced the beats. I would come in there and just record the music. So when I went to the States, we never put out that project. You know what I mean? But I learned a lot from Guinea because I started to realize that you can make a living out of music. You know what I mean? You can actually make a career out of your passion and something that you love doing. You know, I learned a lot. And but then when I was in the States, that's when Jimmy B came. Jimmy B came to Saloon and opened up Paradise Records, and shit started popping off. That's when everything started like going crazy. You know, people, Sierra Leoneans start embracing our creation. You know, the music that we was creating. And around that same time, I was working on my first album, Black Leo for Life. That's the album that had Tupac Smack. I don't know if you remember, they used to call me Tupac Smack in Philly back in the day.
Of course.
You know what I mean? That's off my first single. You know what I mean? So when Jimmy B was doing that Paradise Records, I was in the studio in New York, in Brooklyn. I linked up with my big homies in Brooklyn. They laced me up with a studio guy. So we worked on the first album, Black Leo for Life, and I sent it back home. You know, my homeboy Jeru was very dedicated. You know, me and him went to school. We came up together. So I was linking up with him. He was meeting up the DJs. We pushed it. It was very difficult because it was hip-hop music. Sierra Leoneans was not in tune with that. They was in tune with Paradise, you know, the kind of Bing Biscuit music that was hot back in the days. You know, so I would say there was no platform. I had to really bogart the shit, man. I have to go hard. I have to really just be consistent with it for me to create a lane for myself.
Facts. And, it's 100%, man, because hip-hop, and the crazy part is, like, we have people that will listen to Tupac and Biggie and all that, but they will not accept hip-hop from a Sierra Leonean in Sierra Leone. Like, that was just, I mean, that shit didn't make no sense to me. But, you happen to be one of the pioneers that actually fought for it and make it happen. And I mean, for us, every last one of us right now to really, want to claim hip-hop or want to do hip-hop or, just whatever the situation is. So we salute you for that, you know what I mean? And your legacy, of course, it lives on. So with that being said, man, what was the very first track that you actually did that hit Sierra Leone like, yo, this is it right here?
Well, actually, before I left, I was there hustling. You know what I mean? Me and my homeboy Slez, we used to go studio hopping, studios to studios. Like Kingfisher, I would not call that a studio. It was just a little setup. They would have keyboards, a little machine that can record your vocals, so Kingfisher he had a little situation called the Bodyguard Studio. That was like around 1998. So
Okay.
one time, me and Sledge was just running around NP, around Cotton Tree and stuff in Freetown, and
Right.
we just pop up around Kingfisher's Way, and he was recording a record called Bodyguard, and he was like, "Yo, Kyle, Sledge, y'all want to jump on this?" I was like, "Yeah," you know what I mean? Just like messing
Right.
around. So we hopped on the
Right.
record, and I was in Guinea already trying to go to America. And everybody keep
Right.
telling me like, yo, this song is a big song in Sierra Leone. Bodyguard, bodyguard. Some joint that went, all other guys, they my love
I
bodyguard.
love Bodyguard. Yeah, that was that shit.
That was like
Right.
the first official hit song in
Right.
Salon. Because I hear people be
Right.
like, yo, you know what I mean? Such and such started popping in Sierra Leone hip hop before Caldero. No, that
Right.
record actually came before Jimmy B came to Salon. That was
Fact,
like
100%.
I think
100%.
my verse in there was for your superiority, stability, good music,
Good
and fine
music and
quality.
fine quality. Call me to it. The Bodyguard family. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was the first official hit joint. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Finally, I
Right.
went to the States. My first roommate, you probably know my roommate. You know Mohamed Sal, you know Beto.
Of course.
Beto used to see me write my rhymes all the time. We stayed at the same apartment. And he came to me. He was like, yo, I know somebody that can rap better than you, Kyle. I was like, what you talking about? He's like, yo, for real.
Right.
I'm like, all right, let me hear this guy. And he played that record for me, telling me I can, like the guy on the song is better than me.
Right, right.
He didn't know that was
Right,
me.
right. Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because
Yeah.
I was going by Sloop Kyle, but in the States now, I switched my name to
You
Kyle.
switch it
Cadero.
up.
So yeah,
Right.
that's how it started. That was the first joint I can say.
Okay. So I would say the name Snoop Dogg was influenced by Snoop Dogg, of course.
Definitely. I was a big
It all
fan
makes
of the
sense.
Dog Pound. I love Snoop
No
Dogg.
doubt.
Back in the days, not no more though. Because
Right.
I became a huge Tupac fan along the
Right.
years. But Snoop
Right.
Dogg was the genesis. That was the essence of it all. I used to love the melodies, like the beats, the G Funk era, man, Das, Corrupt, all them dudes, man, I used to love them.
The crazy part is funny you mentioned that. I was having like a little conversation with people just to check their mental. I mean, as far as the history of Sierra Leone music is concerned. So I asked them like, "Yo, man, so between you and Yoke, I'm like, yo, who really did their thing first?" And I'm like, nah, man, Yoke did his thing because Paradise was there before Bodyguard. And I'm like, no, that's not true. That's not. So I had to start calling people. I hit up Tamba B. Tamba B be like, yup, you correct, man. Paradise was there before, and I hit up Kim Man. And Kim was like, no, Paradise first. I'm like, nope. I said, listen, Kyle did that verse before this. They be like, you know what? So he hit me back up later on. They be like, no, you know what? You're right. Paradise came
That was
a
way
little bit
before,
later.
bro.
So
I mean, Jimmy B
Right.
Paradise came like in the early 2000s.
2000s,
Bodyguard came
facts.
out in 1998.
100%.
Yeah.
So, little history for all of the young one out there who don't know, the actual history of salon music. This is not some of all that they get to right now. All right, so back to this, man. I mean, you've been famous. I mean, you've been in the public eye for like decades now, man. You know what I mean? So how do you navigate all through the social media shenanigans? You know what I mean? Know that being in the public figure automatically invites public opinions. How do you navigate through all these shenanigans, bro?
It's the most difficult part of my job, man. It's very, very
Right.
difficult. Because I'm a very
Right.
private guy, you know what I mean? I like to do simple
Right.
things. I'm a
Right.
Rasta, my mentality is like a Rasta man. I like to just do
Right.
regular things. I like to be,
Right.
this superstar thing is not too big in my head. I've been famous for too long. You see,
Facts.
the things that this young artist like dream about, aspire about. They want the crowd, they want the love, they want wherever they go, people to highlight them. I've done
Right.
that for 25 years, bro. Sometimes I
Right.
just want to be cool. I just want to walk around, buy jelly and drink the water without nobody bothering me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to go to the
Right.
beach with my wife and chill
Right.
and look at the sun go down without nobody asking for a picture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to
Right.
be able to go places. I want to go to the beach and buy fish and stand there
Right.
without guys coming at me trying to bother me, man. You know, so sometimes it's annoying. It's very
Right.
painful. But they say,
Right.
you know, be careful what you ask for. It comes with the territory. You know what I mean?
100%.
So,
Right.
but it's the most stressful part of my career, of my life,
Right.
to where I don't have no
Right.
privacy. You know, like even in my neighborhood, the place where I stay, bro. One time I was in the car. I told one of my people, I say, just count how many people I get for Tel Aviv till I go to the major junction. Bro, it was like 50 greetings. Ambassador,
Right.
Carl, Ambassador, yeah, I have to beep my horn, because if you don't beep your horn, they'll be like, oh, you're proud. Oh, look at the like you better pass people left. I have to say hi to everybody that say hi to me. It's a task. Sometimes you
Right.
will almost get into an accident because the
Facts.
fans don't care. They just want to holler cow. You have to holler back. And if you get distracted,
100%.
you
Right.
get distracted, you will hit a keke or you hit a bike. So, and then forget that. You have the people that always want to poke into your business. They want to know what you eat. They want to know if you repeated the outfit that you had on. They want to know your pockets. They want to know what's going. It's so crazy, right? It's beyond human imagination. But at the end of the day, this is what I signed for. I love it.
Fact.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If that's what come along with it, hey, so be it. But it's very stressful, man. Sometimes it gets a lot challenging.
Right. I mean, it's a blessing, just like you said, man. You know, I mean, you asked for it, and you know, God gave it to you. You just have to be able to this comes with it, man. You know, I mean, everybody knows you. Everybody feels as if they know you. Probably not personal life, but pretty much what we know, what's out there. We all fans, and we always gonna, you know, I mean, like feel as if we know you like that. You know, so over the years, man, what's one craziest thing a fan? What's the craziest thing a fan ever did? Yeah, I know you've seen a lot. I know you've seen a lot.
A lot. You know, I have some
Believe.
real fans, man. I remember one time I was flying to the States and I was at the airport. I went to the bathroom to go take a pee. You know, like when you go to the bathroom, say I go ease myself. And can you believe this dude followed me in the bathroom with his phone out, trying to take a picture?
No, man.
Okay,
Real-
that's just, I get that all the time, man. Sometimes
Crazy.
you'll be somewhere trying to eat. As soon as you grab a bite, somebody will walk right there with his phone trying to do a selfie. Or you coming out of stage, you sweating. You haven't even catch your breath yet. Somebody will come right there trying to take a picture. Even if you faint and fall off, they don't care. They just want their picture.
Facts.
These are the things we go through. And there's no reasoning for them to realize that hey, this guy's a human being too. Forget the faith. Now, mortal man. Like he breathe like I breathe. He has feelings. I have to really just give him his space. But you know, they're fans. They get excited. You know what keeps me sane? I always reflect back as when I was a kid. I used to love people like Junior Tumbu, Junior Parade. I used to be excited when they say, oh, Leo started flight today. Because I was in the Lumge. I would go to the airport just to go take a peek at the boss.
So you get it.
To see Junior Tumbu and Junior Parade. So I always remind myself. I said, just remember how you used to be. It's the same way these guys are being because of you. You know?
Right. So you get it. So, and then what would be the most annoying thing anybody, like any fan can try to do to Caldinero that would get Caldinero?
I'd rather don't say that because they're going to start doing that every day.
They're going to try to do it. I get it. I respect that.
They're going to start doing it. They're like, oh, you don't like that? All right, I'm going to do it now.
I'm going to start doing that. I got you. All right, man. So we're going to live it like that. I respect that. All right, so now let's...
a lot of things.
Yeah. Okay. So what's one thing people would be shocked to learn about you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we feel as if though we know you because you know, everything about you is on social media pretty much. But what's one thing that will be shocked to learn that, yo, Kyle into that? Like, for instance, with me, I know a lot of people that just see me now, they just see this, you know, kind of gangster talking nigga or whatever. But I love Indian movies. I used to watch Indian movies and stuff like that. I can be like that. So I know that would be like a shocking thing to people. I don't know. I mean, whatever. So what's like one shocking thing people will learn about Cow De Niro?
Oh, you just beat me to it. I was about to say
Indian movies?
you beat me to it. Like, I mean,
Fact.
I was the kind of kid that would leave my house till 3 in the morning just to go
Right.
watch an Indian movie. You know what I mean? Just to go watch
100%.
Adakadoons, the Cholets, the Disco
Right.
Dancer, the Moras, the Sholau Shabnams.
Ooh,
I'm deep
okay.
into that. I was deep into that. You know what I mean? Like growing up,
Right.
even my music, you know, I sampled some Indian music in my music. If you,
Right.
back in the days, I had a record called Fine TT. If
Okay.
I find TT, what you don't do me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That record
Right.
came from Disco Dancer. Bolo Pina Piano.
Mm. I get it now. I get it now.
Yes,
sir.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun.
We sampled
I get
that
it.
from Disco Dancer. You know, so
That makes sense.
I love Indian movies. They're like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Till this day, when I'm by myself, I'll be on YouTube. Just, you know what I mean?
Right.
Reflecting back.
Right.
But that's one thing, and people don't understand. I'm a jokester. I like to joke. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I clown my people. Like, all day when they're around me, you know what I mean? They laugh and they're cracking up. Because I always come up with jokes, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I'm a very regular guy, man. You know, most people,
Right.
they misunderstand me because they go by my lyrics on the music and they
Fact.
take it to heart. They just take things personal and think that, oh, you know what I mean? They don't understand that it's a facade. It's entertainment. But when you meet me
Right.
as a person,
Right.
you know what I mean? I'm a very simple and cool running guy, man. You know, play with my kids, family, have fun. My wife is like my sister. We crack jokes. You know what I mean? She always slapping my belly. I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? So, regular shit like that, man. You know,
Right.
all my people will tell you, man, when they're around me,
Right.
they don't want to leave because all we
Right.
do is joke, laugh, and have fun.
Okay. Hey man, just to sidestep just a little bit, you mentioned your wife and you mentioned your kids. You know what I mean? We all know we come out on side fellowship to like mates business, na issue for accept other woman picking, especially with woman them, it become a little difficult. So how is the relationship with your wife and your daughter?
Man, I couldn't pray for anything better. You know, because one thing you gotta understand my background. I grew up in that kind of circumstance. My dad and my mom separated when I was like 11.
Okay.
So that's when things start going haywire. You know, things start going left for me in my life. I mean, I had real dark situations. You know, people would not believe that I used to really fetch 3 gallons of water before I can have a meal. I sold kerosene. I sold rice. I sold flour.
Damn.
I was one of these kids that used to have these things, you know, like you will say in Creole, yeah, I don't mean the grow me don't be ate because of the kata.
Facts. I can relate. I can relate.
So that was me, you know what I mean? My Lunge years. So knowing the transformation that my family, you know, had to go through after my dad and my mom separated, that always kept me tuned. I had to really like groom my wife to understand that I don't play those games. You gotta accept my kids. If you love me, you gotta accept them. I don't want to see no funny feeling, no funny ways. My daughters are yours. You the mom.
Okay.
Embrace them. And you know, my wife is a God-fearing woman, you know. She loved God first. And she's a very good, she has a great soul. You know,
Nice.
you should see her and my daughter playing around, you know. It was a little difficult when she didn't have hers first, but after she had her own kid, things got a little smoother, things got better, you know, and now the chemistry is incredible, man. I thank God, man. I can't complain.
No doubt. All right, cool. So now we're gonna get right back to it, and I mean, I just tried to sidestep a little bit on that. You know what I mean? You know, you spoke about your personal life, and you know, somewhat. So we need to know how much of your music is inspired by the reality of the streets, and versus your personal philosophy.
every bit of it. You know what I mean? Like I really can't make no music out of Wonderland. What I mean
Okay.
by that is I just don't make music to make music. You know, I
Okay.
believe totally in the idea that art imitate life.
All
So
right.
whatever you created have to imitate your experience. It has to portray your daily lifestyle, your experiences, or
Right.
stories that you hear from other people. So you know what
Right.
I mean? Artists are like journalists. Like we giving
Right.
the news out, you know.
Yeah.
But some people
Yeah.
don't see it like that. They just want to create like what I mean a wonderland and make music out of like a dream world. I don't do
Right.
things like that. Most of my
Right.
music, 80%, I will tell you that, my music is from life experiences. It's from personal, stories that I've encountered or people around me have experienced. And that's why my music is relatable. That's why my music is timeless. When you create music out of just fabrication, bro, it flies and washes away. But when you
Right.
create music, like till this day, people can relate to Imona. Till
Yeah.
this day,
Yeah.
people can relate to ghetto struggle.
Facts.
Till this day, you know what I mean? Somebody can bump anything. Cause you know what I mean? They in tune
Yeah.
with the person that they love. They try to please the person. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
the background I'm coming from. I don't want to make music that's not gonna be here after 2, 3 years. I want to make timeless music, man. I want to make
Facts.
music that's gonna stand the test of times. So
Right.
I think that's what makes me different from a lot of people. You know what I mean? That's what makes
Straight up.
me. It's very hard and difficult to compete with Cal De Niro, man. My
Right.
catalog is crazy. So when people be like, you know what, you trying to downplay my work, you making a fool out of yourself. If you try
Right.
to downplay what I've put in this game, you look like a fool. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's like I have countless records that's relatable, that people can really, really relate and see themselves in.
Right. Man, so with that being said, man, I know you be watching all these verses going on and stuff like that. With the type of body of work that you got, who do you think will be able to step up the cow on the verses in Salon Entertainment? Honestly,
Uh,
like honestly.
they probably gonna have to go get Jimmy B out of retirement.
Mm,
They probably will have to,
okay.
get Jimmy B out of retirement. Because Jimmy B got some hits, like songs like You Gotta Believe, You Gotta Believe. He got records like
You
Cheap Cop,
got, right,
Yeah, the
yeah.
Vibes. You know what I mean?
Okay,
I think
I got
that's the
you.
only competition that I have, you know what I mean? But other than that, man, I mean, niggas have like one low-key song, you know what I mean? One or two low-key songs here and there, and they have a big head thinking that they have hit records. I mean, we don't brag. If I start
Right,
naming the song, I actually formed the culture. My catalog is what formed the culture of hip-hop.
right,
So how can you go against that? If you're rapping Sierra Leone, I cultivated you. I showed you how it's supposed to be done for you to come and start doing it. But people are very ungrateful. Now they think that they own and they forget where they got the spark from. You got the spark from me, nigga. I'm the one that told you how to do this. I taught you how to do this. I taught you that you can rap in Creole, you can be nice in Creole, you can add a little twist to it, swag to it. You know what I mean? If people are not really ungrateful, they'll bow down and pay respect. But because of pride and ego, and you know what I mean, they be in their own little world and being
right,
gassed up by the fans, these little
right,
knucklehead fans that don't know better. So, they fall for the play. Don't fall for the
right,
okey doke, man. Give it up. I taught you how to do this thing. It's like there's no competition, man. I think
right,
even if I retire now, 5 years down the line, there will still be no competition.
right. Okay. Okay,
Facts.
okay. No, I believe that. I believe that. Now we're gonna get a little controversial, just a little bit. You know what I mean? And you can jump whatever question you don't want to answer. Of course, let me know. But just speaking on that, Shadow recently posted on Facebook. You know what I mean, saying Drizzy Lake is the new king. You know what I mean, while you still alive. How do you feel about that?
Everybody got a right to their own opinion, though. You know what I mean? But facts is facts. You know,
Okay.
like, you know what I mean? You can be like you the new king. And
Right.
who am I to say no? You know what I
Right.
mean? By the end of
Right.
the day, reality is different from hype. You
Sure.
know, perception, you can hold your own opinion, but if it's far from the facts, it's just far from the
Right.
facts. You know what I mean? Like a king, I mean, from my own description or definition of a king, you have to really have command over your territory. Meaning, have you packed stadiums like 3 times to capacity doing hip hop music in Africa? I did that. Doing hip hop music in Africa. Not Big
Right.
Biscuit, not Afro beats. I got Afrobeat artists competing with me. I'm the rapper.
Right.
Like that's
Right.
crazy, right? How can
Facts.
Afrobeat artists compete with a rapper? I'm a rapper,
Right.
but my shit is so huge, my fan base is so
Pause.
strong. I got Afrobeat artists competing with me.
Right.
Have you packed stadiums like 3 times? Have you done world tours? When I say world tours, have you been to Australia twice? At a
Right.
5-star hotel being paid in dollars for you to just go perform? Have you been to Jamaica, recorded at the same studio where Shaggy recorded Bombastic, where
Right.
Buju Banton recorded Boom Bam Bida? I recorded there.
Right.
Penthouse Studio with Business Signal. That's the same studio I recorded Ghetto Struggle. Have you been there? Have you won the awards I've won?
Right.
You know, beating Nasty C, Sarkodie and them twice. Okay, if I beat them 1 time, you guys can say it's a fake award. But twice, different awards. These are different people that don't know each other, that just listen to the music and know what's true hip hop.
Right.
And it has never been done for Sierra Leonean. Like, okay, it's not a BET, I get it. It's not a Grammy award, I get it. But nobody has even won any awards until I started doing it. You understand what I'm saying? Have you done these
Facts.
things? Like, have you done these things? Can you walk PZ and cause a traffic? Can
Right.
people start following you to where people be like, yo, Kyle, don't do this? Because I'm the one that made government to start banning public rallies. Because, you know, when I come and they welcome me, it'll be crazy, be a stampede. The government had to
Right.
be like, you know what? Kyle, we don't need this no more. They put a ban to all of that. So it tells you the influence that
Yeah.
someone like myself carries. Are you that
Right.
kind of person? Like, you know, these are the questions you got to ask yourself. And even if you are, to some extent, have you put out an album that's a classic like Heroes in the past 2-3 years? Are you able to carry the torch for 25 years and still going? Like, you know, I think we use these words very carelessly. King,
Right.
legend. Salon as you put one song, they say, oh, legend.
Now,
Like
legend.
legend
Right.
moves
Right.
side.
Yeah.
Legend
Yeah.
moves side. Like we
Right.
cannot be using these terms. You know, we cannot be
100%.
using these terms carelessly, man. You got to really
Right.
merit these terms, man. I paid my
Facts.
dues. People see my struggles, challenges I overcome. You know, like I don't even have no Idris Elba behind my back. Imagine if I had Idris Elba. We probably would have won like 10 Grammys by now. I don't have no
Right.
publicist, no PR, none of that. I'm doing everything based on my knowledge. And I'm still
Right.
achieving these things.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not the
100%.
artist. Some artists are lucky. You have some artists that have backing from their tribes, from their tribe men. You know, say like you're a Creole. You'll have the whole Creole people trying to plug you into places, even if you're not that talented. You know, they'll
Right.
push you,
Right.
trying to put you in position. Say you're Mandingo. The whole Mandingo tribe will be behind you, trying to plug you, trying to keep the conversation going. I don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't have a whole tribe behind me just pushing and trying to place me in position. All I have is fans that love good music. The fans that love Caldenero, they strictly love it because of good music. They love my brand because of the music that I give them. It's not based on tribe. It's not based on no political sentiment. You know what I mean? Trust me.
Right. Okay. Okay. So pretty much, are you saying your team, the people is not behind you? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, I don't like, you know what I mean? I can't say that because I have a lot of team
Okay.
fans. I have a lot of
Right.
Mende fans, Fula
Right.
fans.
Right.
So my fan base
Okay.
cut
Okay.
across.
So you just saying your fan base is, I mean, like it's open. It's not based on,
Exactly.
you know.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it. I get it. It makes
If
sense.
you check my work, you check the people that vibe with me on Facebook. Just check the names. You will not
Yeah.
see just Sankor Kanu rocking with me. No. You will see
Right.
Vandi, you will see Sandy, you will see Ba, you see Jalo, you see Masako, you see Bla, you see Mr.
It's
Tula.
open.
So
Yeah.
it's a blend of everybody.
100%, 100%, man. I would say you like the most. I will use this word loosely too, like the most hated. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is because everybody coming for Kyle. Everybody coming for Kyle. Why you think that is?
Because I think I got the brightest light behind me.
Okay.
Sierra
Okay.
Leone naturally don't like anything that's prosperous. You know, this place is used to destroying people with the brightest lights. It
Yeah.
happens at jobs, it happens with careers, sports. Just check the history of Sierra Leone, bro.
Right.
Like,
Right.
people don't reign here for too long. Who are
Right.
you to be popular for 10, 20 years? Get out of here. They want you gone. Like, enough already. And I think what makes it worse is since they can't achieve that, I keep going
Right.
strong. It makes the hate even stronger.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Like,
True.
if you have the brightest star, bro, it's deep. It get deep down here. You dig? It gets
Right.
spiritual, man. You can check behind
Yeah.
and check who you are. And once they know who you are, then it's a war. It's fights. They're
Right.
gonna come for you. They're gonna attack. They're gonna try to assassinate your character. They're gonna try to paint you as a bad person. They're gonna make
Right.
people start hating you for no reason. I had people hate
Right.
me for no reason. And when they meet me,
Sure.
they're like, man, I hate you. I don't need no self say no to so you time. You know how many times I
Fact.
hear that from
Fact.
people?
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
100%.
a fight, it's a battle. You know,
Okay.
they don't want you to keep going, man. You cannot be hot for too long and being on top. And you're very intelligent. You make good music, and
Right.
you stand strong. You have a family. You know, everything I touch, they try to destroy.
Right.
But I bounce back. I
True.
always bounce back. You dig what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I'm a
No doubt.
fighter. People like most people in my situation have given up. And once you
True.
give up, they won the battle. You know, once you give up, they won. And I cannot be defeated, man. You know, because as
Right.
long as I have God with me, man, God is the key. If I never had
No
God, I would
doubt.
have been defeated. So that's the
No
whole thing.
doubt.
I think it's not by my doing. You know, like when you say, okay, now this I don't do posting. It's never by my doing. It's just by
Right.
aura. You know,
Right.
I hope you
Right.
get what I'm saying. Your aura will make people
Yeah.
hate you, man.
I
If
got
you have
you.
this kind of bright light behind you and you outshine people, you know what I mean? At the end
Yeah.
of the day, people will be like, "Who that this guy thinks he be?" You know, I had one time I had a relative tell me, "This guy if he said I no more get blessed, and God let pass all man by."
Right. Right.
So you can imagine, you didn't do nothing. The guy
Right.
said, "If me feel say that me no more God let pass all man." It's the mentality and the hate, the jealousy inside. That's what's brewing.
Right.
And what's dangerous now is not just the artists. The artists have cultivated the same energy to their fans. So now the fans are carrying that same energy. It's very
Right.
dangerous.
It is. It definitely is, man. You know what, man? I don't know if I'm just gonna ask it. I don't know if I really want to go on there because I get a lot of questions. I mean, I know I've hold you too long, but let me just ask this real quick since you brought it up. What are do you? I want to say the right way for put this question. You ever experience because we know Sierra Leone once they even from the job to whatever once they or markets people them once they begin to do something they begin to get somebody who they try to do like spiritual whatever like the voodoo and shit like that. So you ever experience any spiritual attacks or you know what I mean? What's your take on that? The whole thing. And
I
plus,
mean,
of course, you know, say people and be down they talk, say, cow they juju, cow they do this, cow they do that. Please talk to us a little bit on
I
that.
mean, I believe in one thing. As long as you believe that there's a God,
Right,
you'll be stupid to think that there's not a devil, the devil. As long as you
right,
believe that there's a God, there's
right.
the devil as well. So
Okay,
you have people that believe in the light and you have people that believe
right,
in the darkness,
right.
you know? And we're
No
all
doubt.
humans. Down the
Fact.
line, sometimes you get tempted to go to the darkness, but you have to be
Mm-hmm.
strong to stay with the light. I
Fact.
choose to stay with the light. Because you know
Okay.
why?
All right.
I realized that there's been so many attempts on my life and I
Right.
prevailed
Mm-hmm.
where I didn't have to do nothing. I didn't have to go seek help from no one. Like when I
Right.
survived the accident in Kabbalah,
Right.
I just made my prayers when I was, oh my God. They keep calling, trying to call. They don't understand that I'm doing an interview. When I enter a vehicle, I say my prayers.
Right.
When I wake up in the morning, I say my prayers.
No
When I want to
doubt.
lay to rest, sleep, I say my prayers. And I've been
Fact.
protected this long. So
Right.
there's not a reason for me to believe in something else. I just believe
Sure.
that there's a God and He's been protecting me. I know He has a mission for me. You know, I know
Okay.
there's much more than just
Right.
what right now that we can see right now. You know what I
No
mean?
doubt.
I mean,
No doubt.
if I was doing the juju thing that if they claim I'm doing, I think I would have
Right.
been bigger than Akon by now.
Okay.
But I don't
Okay.
think I will do juju just for to be a superstar in Salon. I mean, that's very
Right.
stupid. That's very
Fact.
just to be Caldero like what I am right now in Salon. That would be a waste of time. Like, I mean, Salon, I'll tell you, 80% of the artists we do it because we love music. It's
Right.
not because of what we rip out of it or what we make
Sure.
out of it. It's just the passion. So why you
Sure.
gonna go juju for Kali the guy stone you by the can't get boku enemy them? You go juju for it, you can't get
Right.
if you
No
juju,
doubt,
juju
man.
now will be 50 cents.
Fact. I get it.
You know?
All right, cool. So another, you know, like talk where they go on all the time is cow get badat, cow get badat, cow get badat, cow get badat. Where is that coming from, and why you think people is saying that?
I think that's coming from when they don't have nothing to tell me, right? You know when you don't have nothing to say, you just
Right.
make up something. That's where that is coming from. Like, you know,
Okay.
what we could tell this guy? What can we tell him?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
There's nothing else. It's happy rap, intelligent, they get plenty fans them. So, you
Right.
know, like when you don't get nothing for tell somebody, you just make up something. Oh, you get about that. And most of these people that say that, when you ask them, okay, what's that about that? They don't really have one incident where they can finger point me by that to somebody. Or maybe their definition of bad art is me being on top for so long. Maybe they want me to retire because
Right.
I haven't retired yet. Maybe they look at it as bad art. So sometimes I ask myself, what do they mean by bad art? What do they mean? Like, what is the meaning of that? Because
Right.
I feel like, passionately, I feel like I have a very clean spirit and a clean heart. I love to see other people thrive.
Yeah.
If I wasn't like that, I would not do the featurings that I've done. The
Fact.
artists that have worked with me, I love to see them thrive.
Right.
That's why I do songs with people without even them paying me.
Right.
That's why there's a lot of artists. People be like, yo, Kyle, you help a lot of people and they turn on you.
Yeah.
It's true. I've helped a
Yeah.
lot of people that turned their backs on me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And became disrespectful. But you know what I believe? I don't believe that when you help somebody, you're going to get the pay from that person.
Right.
I believe God will always bless you in another way.
100%.
You know, you do one good. Whenever I do these collaborations, I believe when I want to do a collaboration with a bigger artist,
Right. Okay. I think the network, we're still here. Until I know now Salon Network and stuff like that, I think, you know, the ambassador, they experienced that. And, you know, The interview they part get real. You know what I mean? I hope. Okay, we back. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. Yes, go ahead, boss.
Yeah, like I was saying, you sow seed. I like to sow seed.
Right.
Say a
Right.
young artist, his biggest dream is to work with Caldenero. And once I grant him that collaboration, I believe I'll get it down the line 10 times in another way. So
Facts.
I think the Badat stories is fabricated, man. I think most of the people that point fingers at me that I have Badat, they're the Badat ones. They're the ones that have the
Okay.
Badat. You'd be surprised,
Right.
man, the artists, what they do behind the scenes, man. You know, to block out the devil. I don't have an artist call one of my business partner in Canada, my boy Cash Flow. Cash Flow, we used to do business. That guy would give me $30,000, $40,000. Let's work on contract projects.
Boy in Canada, right? Canada,
Yeah, my boy. Shout out to my boy Cash Flow. I had an artist
doubt.
call him up. Like, yo, Cash, man, why you dealing with Caldenero? We from the same tribe. You should be dealing with me. Now that's about that.
Fact.
I had
100%.
the same artist. I did a song, Gringo, with Max. Max is a white guy. He owns Mercury. He paid me $14,000 for Gringo because he was trying to do a marijuana company.
Right.
Max brought Runtown to Sierra Leone. We shot the video with Patrick Hillis. Now, this same artist that called Cash and told him, you should deal with me. We from the same tribe. He went and spoke with Max. Max, Kyle don't even smoke weed. Why are you giving him that contract? You should deal with me. I smoke weed.
Damn.
That's by that. Now, I'm not going to call the names because I don't want irrelevant attention. But the same artist is the same artist that be telling promoters, if you book Caldenero, I'm not going to be part of that show. Like, I mean, well, these are the people that people looking like the angels because the fans are naive. They don't understand the dirty games that's going on behind the scenes. But
Right.
if you a dirty soul person, effed up things will always happen to you. You will always be in disaster. You will always be in trouble. But if you have a clean spirit, clean soul, you'll be happy, man. You'll be chilling. I mean, if you have common sense, you read between the lines.
Right. Damn, bro. I mean, yeah. I mean, we be one for no than the artists, but if you know how for calling them, we get it. You know what I mean? Unnecessary
Let's go,
attention.
bro.
I get it. I get it.
Let's
I
go.
get it. So, like you said, man, I do believe you're one of the most featured, and I mean, artists out there that's really like major, but you still open doors for people. You know what I mean? So over the years, you've worked with a lot. You know what I mean? What artists would you say you regret opening the door for, and which one would you say you're really proud of?
But I really don't regret it. You know, I mean,
No.
sometimes I don't regret working with anyone, you know. I mean, I believe, like I said earlier, there's always indirect pay for it. You know,
Right.
even if the artist don't acknowledge it, but down the line, I'll get the rewards for it. You know what I mean? If you feel like I never took you to the radio station, drove my car and picked you up, where the DJ can attest to that, I want to see what DJ Carlos had to say. Because he's a witness. If I never picked you up at your house, one Bodos, at Wellington Street, with my Range Rover, drove you to Citizen Radio, you did an interview, took you from there to Dan Khan, who is a producer. Like, listen, you good, but you need an East Coast fan base. You need to get some love from the East Coast. Let me go introduce you to the East Coast. And on the ride, going there, I'm getting all types of praises. Damn, Kyle, you inspired us. Damn, Kyle, act off, you and Super Large. I used to know those lyrics word for word. Damn, Kyle, you the dawn. Man, people have a short memory, right? And we went to the radio station. You did freestyles there. I took you to Dan Khan. Dan Khan is a producer. Yo, Dan Khan, hook him some beats, man. Boom, boom. Drove back to Wellington Street, dropped you off, and went home. My ex, Del Vecchio, wanted a song. I wrote the song. I'm like, you know what? There's a young artist coming up. Let's put him on the song. I think he will fit on this record. called you up, go to the studio, you drop a verse. I'm bigging you up, trying to give you more props. Because you have your own little fan base, but you don't have the fans I have. The street niggas, the rugged niggas. I want them to embrace you. You know what I mean? If you've forgotten all of that, it's all good with me. Because at the end of the day, what goes around comes around.
Comes around, 100%. 100%, man. Hey, so we all know hip hop is a competitive, and you know what I mean. Sometimes it can be real disrespectful. You know what I mean. How do you personally approach beef? Is it personal to you or strictly competition?
I mean, it depends, but because I love hip hop so much, and I'm out the culture, I understand it's a competitive sport. I don't take it personal at all. But I get to realize throughout the years that in Sierra Leone they take it personal. I mean, to the point where 20 years after a beef, people will be trying to smack somebody that give you props in public. I mean, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. If somebody trying to give you props and somebody that you had beef with, he trying to fight and all that, looking like a fool, trying to fight in public. Yo, let me tell you something. I was right at a place with one of my homeboys, Paradise Black. Paradise Black wanted to come to Salon. He's part of Black Leo. We went to an event together, and that shit happened. When we left Paradise Black, was like, I changed my mind. I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, I'm going to Egypt, man. I ain't going to Sierra Leone. I'm like, why? He's like, that's what you got to deal with? Somebody trying to smack somebody because they're talking about you in a good way? He's like, I ain't going to that place. But I mean, you get it, right? I mean,
I get it.
When I beefed with Calligraph Jones, I think he has the understanding that this is hip hop. This is not personal. That's why when I booked him to come to Sierra Leone, he came. He was excited. We had a talk. He begged the cop and please. He's like, Kyle, man, I know you good. You have your fan base. Just leave me alone, man. Leave me in Sarkodie alone, bro. You know what I mean? This is the word. We did that.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Okay. So people like that, they understand the culture, man. They understand, like Nasty C, before he came to Salon, he was asking the promoters, like, yo, it's Cal Dinero. That's his country, man. That guy, Cal Dinero. So all these guys, no cap. They all know and respect Cal Dinero. I might not be as big as them commercially in the continent because of the market where I'm from. It's a small country. But they recognize. Now the Salon man, they'll take that shit to the grave.
Right. Okay. I get it. We're not going to dwell too much on the beef side, man, because I feel as if though lately you've been more on a positive thing. I mean, doing positive things and just focus on just you. And I actually think people like that. I love that. You know what I mean? Because I always, sometimes I hit you up. I'm like, yo, bro, you need to stop giving these people the attention. Like, you got people, they know, just like Atika Foyer said on the interview I had with him. He be like, yo, inside Salongo, you want famous, just beef cow. Why should beef cow you the famous? You know what I mean? And I think it's true because I feel as if though, like you giving people the attention. And then right now, people love the fact that you're not really responding too much on what's going on. Like you just stay focused on what you're doing. You know what I mean? What's the change? You know what I mean? Like what changed?
I mean, I just realized that, you know what I mean? Where I'm from in the States, hip hop, when they strike at you, you got to strike back.
Fact.
But the society is different. This is Sierra Leone. They want to see you act more mature and grown.
Right.
I have a daughter that's in Georgia State. My first kid, Maria, she's in the university now. She's studying business management.
Grown.
She's 21 years old. How do I look like running around acting like a knucklehead? How do I look like? I don't want to disappoint my kids. I don't want to disappoint my daughters, man. I have daughters, man, Maria, she's a manager at a job. Very responsible kid. You know Maria, right? In Philly.
Of course, yeah.
She's 21 now. She's a
grown.
Boss. She's in Georgia.
Long time.
So,
Nice.
I don't want to be in a situation where she's on social media looking at me acting like a fool, like a clown. You know, just for what?
No doubt.
Just to get validation from fans that cannot even buy a ticket for $200.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some
Sure.
people get caught up into all this celebrity stuff.
Right.
Don't like the Nigerian song said, "Me, I can't kill myself, fool." You should
Already.
kill yourself for salon fame. It's not that serious, man.
No doubt.
Take it one day at a time. It's not that serious. So at the end of the day, I look at it like, you know what? I should not be really invested in this bull crap, running around, giving validation to some people that just thrive off this stuff. Some people wake up and be like, yo, today I want to get 2,000 likes. Can you imagine that's somebody's aspiration? That's his biggest dream. I want to get 500 comments on my shit. They're not thinking about getting that bag in the account. They're thinking about getting them likes on social media.
Fact. Right.
Today I want to wake up, I want to see the most outlandish shit on social media, just to trend, just to go viral.
Right.
I'm not from that, but I don't have that background, trying to go viral background. My background is standing up as a man, being honorable, being a man of respect, being a G, being a diplomat, being a father, being a successful man, somebody that history will remember. That's what I strive to be, man. You know what I mean? Anything else, trying to prove that I'm so gangster and to where I go out of character, I laugh at shit like that. So, you know, people are right. Silence and ignoring fools is the best treatment.
It is.
When you ignore
It
fools,
is.
you know, they're just going to keep acting like fools till really they just go bump their heads.
100%.
You know? And they see the
100%.
fool that they are.
Right.
So that's just
you
how
know
I
what,
treat
bro. 100%, and I support that. You know what I mean? Like I mean, I always tell you, man. I believe you like, you know, you're like on the Jay-Z status of Sierra Leone. You know what I mean? And everybody's gonna try to come at you, but it's not everybody that you really need to respond to. Like for instance, you know what I mean? Movado and Vibes Cartel. You know what I mean? I know Movado was waiting for that that back and forth. I don't know if you stay with me, brother. I don't know if you stay with me, but to ask about the show, Sam. When they get to the show, relax yourself, whoever that is. We out here, man. You know what I mean? We gonna have a talk and then we gonna get to it. Just relax, all right? Everything is set up. All right. I apologize. We just lost the ambassador. We'll go try for see if we'll bring him back on as soon as we're able to get time. So we'll go finish this off. Yeah. We'll bring them back soon. You know what I mean? Anyway, waiting, you know, we go try for. I hope when they get the man, and I hope when really they see, you know what I mean? And when they watch this interview, please have a clean mind, man. Have an open mind. At the end of the day, like who that you like, support who that you support. But now we left for them with, you know what I mean, like hatred on the other side just because me now our fans are for automatically hates Black Leo. Dog, they're not fighting to kill himself, man. At the end of the day, niggas are all tuna entertainers. And all these people is entertaining, they're trying to do what they can, you know what I mean, for put, you know, something that they played for the family and stuff like that. You dig what I'm saying? So why would not they fans them they want for to make this? Just like what they say they support, you know, whatever team we they support, now they support. We forever talk about you still my brother. You know what I mean? We keep it on that level. You know, not so like let's see. Okay, cool. We're bringing it back on. There you go. So we're gonna try to wrap this up. We're gonna try to wrap this up now as soon as possible because you know, of course, we don't see you, man, not busy, man. Bro, yeah, I know we lost you for a bit, and we're gonna try to wrap this up as soon as possible, man. You know, so we're not gonna hold you up too long. So, out of all the beefs that where you don't survive over the years, and I mean, which one of them we gonna say really give you like you know, I mean, like a tough time? Let's just put it that way. Like, which one of the battles will give you a tough time?
I mean, I believe that I won all the battles that I once had because I'm still here.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people are not here.
Right.
A lot of people that the way they used to be, they're not the same.
Right.
It's not easy defeating Caldero. You know, I have people calling me The Rock. That's my new name, The Rock.
Okay, bad. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You know what I mean? I mean,
Right.
it's not easy, man. I mean, I don't think there's any competition, man. You know, really, I
Right.
can tell you that much. It's not like nobody
Okay.
make me lose sleep.
So who's one more in beef song where you listen to, like, wait, you listen to the drink and then you scratch it like, damn, this nigga really, he said some shit, and then makes you go even more wild and I mean with a response.
I
Which one would
mean,
you say?
you see, I'm a realistic person. I'm not no
Right.
bullshitter. I'll tell
Facts.
you, you know, when you talk about hit records, Dry Eye Crew had hit records, man. When
Facts.
I was going after Dry Eye Crew, I was in my little corner going, Angel, my love. I'm like, yo, I gotta beat this niggas, man. This niggas is killing it. Like,
Right.
I love this lady here. Imagine
Oh
I'm
yeah.
going against them niggas at that time.
Right.
Them niggas was
Right.
hot around that time. Dry Eye Crew was no
Right.
joke in Salon at one
Facts.
time.
Facts.
But I prevailed, man. No disrespect to Puka Banja, man. I got love for Banja, you know? I salute Banja.
No doubt. No
But when
doubt.
Banja came with that style that he was rapping, man, that fast shit, where the rap never grab and clap, yo, that shit was never heard of. Yo, when
Right.
that nigga was coming with that fast rap, that shit was not
Right.
heard of in Salon, B.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
So
Yeah.
it was a force. I think they changed their sound. They should have just stuck with what they love for. They should have just
Okay.
stuck with it. Ali, what's the guy name that produced for them? The nigga that
Ali
used to
Conte, I think Ali Conte, I
They should
think.
just have stuck with that same sound, man. Don't switch up.
Right.
Don't go to America and switch up. Stick with
Right.
your guy. They would have been the same till this day. I mean, like York, I think York just take it too personal, man. You know what I mean? You see it in his face. That nigga still got like bitterness. Like, you know, no disrespect. This is on some hip hop shit. We talking hip hop. Like York, I
Right.
think York is like, he's a good rapper. We came up together. You know, when you talk about that Creole rap, we all from the same class. You know what I mean? But he started the beef. We didn't have no reason to beef. Me and York was in good times. I wanted to have York on my album, The New Beginning. Who's gonna do a song? We spoke about it. But you know, I did the Family Kingdom show. It was well packed. That was my biggest show at the time. And I was asked, yo, do you know about Noble Squad? At that time, I never knew who's Noble Squad. Swear to God. Swear to this water. I've never heard of Noble Squad. So I told the DJ, I told the guy, I said, I don't know who's Noble Squad. Who's Noble Squad? He took that offensive and put out a diss record. I replied to the diss record. And several diss records. And to this moment, we're not in good time, talking terms. You know what I mean? But I feel like some rappers are good, but they're outdated. Like, I mean, you got to transcend with the time. You cannot rap like we used to rap in 1996. People always try to say, oh, Kyle, your rap style are old school. I lie. My shit is like, I upgrade my shit. You know what I mean? I upgrade my shit to fit the times now. Some rappers, that's how they fell off. They give you the same old rhymes back in the days, and they can't keep with the trend. They can't catch up. You know?
Right.
So but I still feel like there's no competition, man. You know, this game, I will leave this game. This game will not leave me. So, you know, the best thing rappers can do is stop bothering me, leave Caldenero alone so he can find something else to do, and then he just be like kumbaya, kumbaya, and move on, and maybe you niggas can live. But right now, the more you guys come at me, you guys gang up and team up, trying to like fight me, dogs, that shit just motivate me. It makes me want to come out with some fire.
Right. Right. 100%,
Word up.
man. 100%. No doubt. Yeah, we actually saw the attempt that Ibiza did try to.
Yo, Tuwa, my boo. You know we're doing a big show this Saturday, right? We cannot forget that.
Oh no, we gonna get on that. We gonna get on that, bro. We about to jump on the Black Leo shit because at the end of the day, this is what it is, right? This interview we're gonna have to do a part 2 to this. I already know that. We're gonna have to do a part 2 to this, and we're gonna have to hopefully one day sit down, like we're supposed to do, and do like like a more detailed one also. So yes, we're gonna jump to that soon. Just got a couple more questions, and then we're gonna get to the Black Leo, like the all game final and all that. For sure. Anyway, so yeah, ABZ made an attempt. This was what, 2-3 months, a couple of months ago. Made an attempt to try to bring you and Yoke together, man. What do you think about that situation? Because we saw the video. I wasn't there, but we saw the video. What do you think about that situation?
Man, that was an effed up situation, man. You know what I mean?
Okay. Right.
They have a saying in Creole, say, fly no hot goose. People they be selective with their drama. They know who to bring it to. Because I saw Yoke. When I entered the building, I bumped into Yoke by the stairs, climbing the steps.
Okay.
He looked at me, I looked at him, and I went about my business. He went about his business. I was in the building, like no drama was brought to me. None of that bull crap. Ibizi came up under me. That's my boy.
Fact.
You from Philly, you know.
I know, yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So he was just paying homage. I'm proud of him. He's a big man now. He's doing his thing. He's a boss now, But he was just paying respect. Right. He should have never, been in that situation. But it is what it is. You don't hear about that. Say that Caldinero would do that day. They would be like, Caldinero get about that.
I said that. I swear to God, I said that.
But you don't even hear people talk about that, right? Man, some people are lucky fits them. I lucky they fit person.
Yo, you killing me with that. Okay, go ahead, man.
Yo, I lucky they fit person. You know what I'm saying? Me, I lucky don't fit me. I do anything I lucky, they gonna come for me. But some people, a lot of people, they do a lot of lucky shit, and people praise them. They get rewarded for that. So I lucky they fit certain people. I came to the realization of that, and I respect and accept that. I cannot do a lucky shit. God didn't make me to do a lucky shit. He want me to do progressive things because people hold me in high standards.
Right.
People hold me.
Right. Network. Okay. Yes. No doubt. Oh, man. Number one fan. Okay, we see all the comments and keep them coming. We're at 27 point something thousand, about 30,000 going up. You know what I mean? You already know, man. And I don't forget, man, the 13, the all game final. The 13 all game final, man. And I'm gonna make sure if you don't buy your tickets, go ahead and go buy your tickets now, because that show is gonna be crazy. Now we already know, man. This dude, to me, I salute him, Risen Ben, and not the most, consistent rap artist. Now salute. That hands down, we cannot take this. They say all them tell what they say. You go ahead and do your own research. Hands down. And I know what Cassidy and you just do for praise cow. Like, I got a relationship with all these other guys. The Yokes, the Dry Eye Crew, the this and that. Like I got a relationship with all these guys. So I'm not gonna jeopardize my relationship, just for say, okay, I want for as like you say, quote unquote, I wanna kiss ass, or I wanna do this quote unquote, right? None of that, man. You know me, man. Two is pretty much raw, fucking and raw. It is what it is at the end of the day, right? We just say a spade is a spade. And the truth of the matter is, dog, most of these other rappers, some they give you 1, 2, 3 hits and then they fall back for like maybe they give from them for like maybe another year or two or this or that. Again, people go through life and they go through different things. But this man, since I know I'm way embrace music and make entertainment a career, that's it. There's no breaks, no this or that. That's how this dude don't survive. That's how these dudes don't like claim the ladder to whatever level in this right now, up to our fucking diplomatic passports, man. We gotta give this nigga in flowers. We get for respect and for that. You know what I mean? So please, man, just celebrate greatness. Go out there, all game final. Go out there, man, and go support. Celebrate greatness, man. You know what I mean? And not deprive yourself on good music just because you did not decide. Come on, man. Me na Madrid, man. But I know me say Barcelona, they play. I know I watch Barcelona because me na Madrid, man. What stupid as hell. I know say Madrid they play good football. You know, I mean Barcelona back they play good football. So yesterday na Barcelona play, I sat here and watch it because I enjoy good football at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Today Madrid they play, and they can watch them. That's my team. Now what they all two go against each other? Yes, I want Madrid for win, but overall, I want to see good football. Football is the thing now. So I think that the same mindset we all forget when it comes to this music, entertainment, or whatever. You want to enjoy good music. Not deprive yourself good music because you not Black Leo, so where RFM do a good song. Oh, I know it's not. If it's good, it's good. Same way, so if you're not RFM, man, where Black Leo drop a song that's dope, not first because you're not RFM, man. No, man, if it's good, it's good. Not deprive yourself with good music. That did they take away from whose team where you belong. If that did they take away, then you say you're not strong enough. Because if you're strong enough, then nobody not going to tempt you. You dig what I'm saying, right? Nobody, like, Barcelona did able to sway me for left Madrid. I'm always going to be a Madrid man. But they play, I'm not saying they play good football. So if they play, I go watch them. I don't say, no, turn the TV off. Now Barca they play, I don't care about them. Now till Madrid play. No, man. What type of stupid mentality is that, man? Well, we learn a little bit, man. Enjoy good music. When music is good, it's good. And no matter who side come up from. Now they don't mean say you team, not to you team. You team, not your team. But you not starve yourself on good music, man. Don't do that. Whoever drop good music, just know you're not salon music fan. Now that for be your number one goal, salon music fan. So anybody who drop good music, I'm gonna love it regardless. Now me team was supports now in this, now yeah, there, whatever. But anybody who drop any good music, I'm gonna listen to it. I want Lord we start to get that mentality there. Lord we start for run with that type ideas there, man. So, like I said, man, everybody go out there, man, go support greatness. You know what I mean? Lord we support the man for the effort because you see, just like when you say the word legend, people in the use are loosely nowadays. Anybody, oh legend, oh my legend. Nah, bro, we get people away actually paved the way. And that's another thing about what people accuse. They say, oh, that man paved the way. Uda, what he do for me? You know, do nothing for me. Yes, he did. Because if man like that will also not be tin up for salon hip hop. By that time, they also, you need to get a different type of hip hop who they get to right now. Because now, based on the fact that they're making, now they maybe you go to watch, you they watch me, be like, okay, I like what they do, but me no want do it that way, they want do it this way. But you still doing hip hop though, right? You doing it. So it still pave a way. Like for instance, what I start for do 2-1, and I do the cypher. Niggas pick up on it. Either you add your small juice pan now, you add your make this now, but just know who that start for do for make you feel as if oh, something like this they go on. You know, it's let me back do 2-1. You pick it up. So give me my flowers when it comes to that too. You dig what I'm saying? So now just stuff like that. And Cow is one of them, man. Well, I mean one of them. We really sit down and really fat. You know, I mean for make sure hip hop tin up well. You know, na salon. You know, I mean for make sure hip hop really tin up well na salon. So we get forgive the man in flowers, man. And he's been consistent. You know, I mean like over the years. Consistent, strictly. When they see some people and they come do music just for escape, like get like an escape route. For so okay, I do music, maybe make I get away for going to America. Or I do music maybe for make I able get this baby. Or make I do music just to get this. But this dude has been consistent from and he take up as a own career. And they don't make him for years, man. I apologize, boss. I was in the middle of saying something. So
it's all good. It's all good. I just sent to get some subscription. You know the internet things be running out. You know I have internet at the crib, but we have a little blackout situation, and my boy's not here to put his generator on. So it might shut off again, but I've already sent to get more credit so we can have the conversation.
But we're going to try to wrap it up either way. I mean, let's just touch a little bit on the ambassadorship, and then we're going to get to Black Leo in the show. Just a little bit on the ambassadorship, man. What exactly is the job function? Because this is the very first time we're hearing this position. You know what I mean? Ambassador of Entertainment, Ambassador of Entertainment. How did this come about, and what's the job function of an entertainment ambassador?
Well, I think it came about from people identifying that there's no central points for our industry, like an office that can mediate between the industry and the government.
Right.
There's been several governments. If you check the days of Tijan Kaba, it was the big brother Jimmy B that was being the mediator between the government and the industry. And then it came the days of, the former president Anes Kuruma. It was Collabo that was being, it was DJ Box. You have a couple of people that was being mediators between the industry. So President Bio took it a bit further, up a
Right.
notch, to where he made an entertainment ambassador and gave us an official office, to where,
Okay.
it's an opportunity if we would have
Right.
grabbed it, but I
Right.
always say this: people think individually rather than, you know, um, like for them to think industry wise, for us to think
Mm.
collectively. No, people think for
Right.
self. I can go get
Right.
mine. I don't want to deal with this
Right.
office. I don't want
Right.
anything that can stabilize industry. All of that stuff, I'm not interested. I just want to get what I can get for me right now. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
the politicians play along. You get what you get right now, but nothing changes. It's going to be the same.
Right.
The generation after is going to go through that same line. But
Right.
this was the perfect time. We had an opportunity to where if we would have mobilized and worked together and put all our grievances aside and just have a common goal, I believe we would have, what I mean? We would have
Right.
really achieved a lot. But there's a lot of
Right.
divide and conquer going on, to
Facts.
where the artists have to be wise, man. They have to be smart and don't fall for that. But a lot of us have fallen for that. So now it's a lot difficult. But
Right.
I think that's the thing. It's for the entertainment ambassador to mediate between the government and the music, the entertainment sector, not just even music.
Okay.
And
Right.
like you said, it's the first time we're having this, so it's a little difficult. You know, everybody has their agenda. Everybody has things was, I built a lot of great relationship that could have made things a
Right.
lot better. But those people are not in position no more. There's new faces
Right.
in position, and these new faces have their own agenda, and they pushing for that heavily, aggressively. And Caldenero is not part of that agenda. So it's gonna take a miracle for us to
Right.
switch things around for the industry
Right.
as a whole. But I'm a fighter.
Right.
I'm not giving up. I still have my ideas. I still have my proposals, and my intuition is telling me keep going. You know,
Right.
I get disrespected left and right. I get attacked left and right. I get
No doubt.
marginalized left and right. But
No
I know
doubt.
I was born great, man. At the end of the day, I always get the last laugh because I believe I'm doing the
Facts.
right thing. My mind is in the right place, and I'm good with the Creator God. So I
No
always
doubt.
become the winner at the end of the day.
No doubt. I think Colabo did an interview recently, and I'm thinking on the interview, based on what I gathered, it's like he was implying that you're not reaching out to them, so y'all can do this thing collectively. What's your take on that?
The funny thing about that is, 2, 3
Right.
weeks before he did that interview, I had a meeting with Colabo. We sat,
Mm.
we spoke, we had an understanding. I was side by side with Collabo for him to get some support to do his Kush campaign. They asked for my approval for the funds to be given to Collabo. And I gave a big
Right.
yes for him to go ahead and do the sensitization for the Kush. So I was surprised, like you are, for him to be on the
Mm.
radio or on a platform saying something totally off the wall. But it's okay. I'm not really too shocked because
Right.
people that think like politicians, they do things like that. But that's the
Right.
conversation we had. Let's stop thinking like politicians. Let's walk as
Mm.
entertainers. Let's be together. You can belong where you belong, and I'm where I'm at. But let's work to get the big cake for the industry. You know.
Right. Right.
But you know what I mean. It doesn't surprise me no more. People that
Right.
think like politicians would do things like that. That
Right.
want to act like politicians, they will do things like that. But me and
Right.
Collabo had several meetings before he had that interview. Positive engagement. Echo is my witness. Bulls is my witness. White boy is my witness. They were all there. We had constructive conversations for him to alter remarks like that. So if I'm not a person that reach out or try to work something out with you or try to see how best you can come, and if I'm not being inclusive, when I have those engagements, you can verify that really happened. So what he was saying on the radio, I don't know if he was just going with the heat of the moment. That was totally wrong.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Okay. So I gotta ask this before we jump to the Black Leo side. And this, it's about a photo that you have that you took. I don't know when you took this photo or where did you take this photo, but it's going out recently. Everybody just talking about, the picture and putting their own tags or whatever it is. I'm thinking because maybe Boss LA went to Spain and whatever, he's traveling right now, I'm thinking. So that picture came out. I'm not sure what's going on. When did you take that picture and what was that all about? Oh, the internet again. Okay. So, yes. We almost can wrap this up. You know what I mean? When it gets up nice with the ambassador, of course. I go love for all and I so whole late today. You know what I mean? Because, just engaging this guy alone, you know what I mean, it's a blessing, first of all, you know what I mean? And as you can see, how many people tune in right now? We get about almost 35,000 people just, tune in on this, you know what I mean? And so I would love for all Olama, but that would be selfish on my part because they get a lot going on, especially with the show, real close, you know what I mean? So when they come get to the what you might call it, they can't get to the all game final. I still get a gazillion questions pack up, but we'll get for do number two, part two. We get for do a part two soon. So we can't jump on that, okay? We can't jump. Yeah, we can't jump on that real quick. We can't jump on that. So you know what I mean. Yes. I salute any and everybody with the out here, man, with the watch right now. We usually need to do this on a Sunday, but it's the king, man, you know what I mean? Whatever he wants, no homo, you know what I mean? We're gonna try to make sure we get it done. You dig me? And that's what it is. It don't say we'll forget this done from last Friday, but all type of things that they happen, you know what I mean? We'll not be able to forget something immediately. But we're here now. You know what I mean? But we can wrap this up and then of course, like I said, it's gonna be a part two to this, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's definitely gonna have to be a part two on this one. But the picture. Yes.
What up? So you were saying, sorry, we should be good now. What was you saying?
Yeah. Now the picture, you got a picture that's, going all over the place right now, man. We just want to know when did you take this picture and where? Where did you take it?
Oh, you talking about the picture that I took in Spain, in Malaga?
I believe so.
Oh man, that was probably like 5 years ago. I've been to there's not a country in Europe I haven't been, man. Maybe Eastern Europe, like Hungary, Romania, like Albania, those countries I haven't been. But maybe Finland, Norway, I haven't been. But from Sweden all the way to Italy, to Sweden, to Spain. I was in Spain in Malaga for 6 weeks. I was working there. I was there to work with Novel. Novel is a producer that was down with Red One. If you check Red One, you remember the Pussycat Dolls? Remember they always used to give them shout out?
Yeah.
One of the producers that was down with that team, I was working with. He has 3 Grammy Awards, bro.
Okay.
This guy dated Rihanna, bro. Now, Rihanna was his ex.
Right.
Yeah, Novel. So I was in Spain to work with him. He's a Swedish Moroccan. His parents is from Morocco. He invited me to go to Spain. So I was in Malaga. Malaga is like Miami, man. Funnily, when I was in Malaga, there's a guy named Alaji Jallo. Check with him. He probably listening or watching this interview. He was in Spain when I was in Spain, so he sent a message to me on Facebook. He like, Cow, I didn't have me Salon brother. Dear, I want to see you. So I invited him to the hotel. He had dinner with me. This guy started telling me about his temple stories, temple run stories, how he was lost at the sea for like 9 days. till the safeguard found them. You know, I'm proud of him. This guy got his papers now. Last time I saw him was last December here in Salon. He
Okay.
came. He had built a house. He helped his mom. His mom used to
That's
sell
dope.
kukri. So I met him in Spain, and he was so excited. Like, I mean,
Right.
I've been around, man. I mean, that's not a big deal to me.
No
I don't
doubt.
know why they put that picture out now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't even know why I asked that question either, man. But of course, it's a lot of people just, you know what it is, man. But yes, we all know that. Like I said, you've been around for so long. And I mean, you did it all and you did it in front of our eyes. And I mean, it's just like a lot of people like, but anyway, we're going to move past that. Let's get straight to,
I hope
yeah.
they didn't put that picture to make any comparison because
No, I think that's what it was trying to do. That's what it was trying to do. Yeah.
traveling should not even be the conversation, man. I started traveling since like 2004, 2005. I started going to Europe from Philly. I'm flying, being booked to go to Germany, to Holland. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like way, way back, man. I've been to Australia twice, man.
Right.
The only two continents I haven't been yet is Asia and South America.
Right.
So you can imagine how many countries I've been to throughout my
No
career.
doubt. No doubt, no doubt. All right, man. Let's jump straight to the all game final, man. All game
This was
final.
before I became an ambassador too.
Fact.
This all my travel, I can say majority of my travel has been based on Caldenero as the artist, based on my music
Big
and my
fact.
talent.
Big fact. So I mean, yeah, most definitely. All right, hey man, listen. So first of all, your fans is killing me right now. Everybody over here, yo, let's jump to the show. Let's jump to the show. Let's jump to the show. I get it, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, let's talk. Let's talk all game final, man. What's going on? All game final.
The hottest album, man. They said we about to scam the fans. They said we dropped the album with no hit songs. Sierra Leone is the only country where you put an album out today, and they're telling you it has no hit records. Albums take 3-4 months for you to know if they have hit records. Stop being dumb. Stop embarrassing us. You have to give the album 3-4 months for you to know if there's hit records on that project. You know, if you begin promote the album and they say don't get hit songs. Like the Munku style, man. You know? But anyway, I just made a proposal for my fans. Because like a lot of fans is buying 20, 30 tickets for this Saturday. Anybody that buy like 10 tickets or more, I'm sharing your picture on my Facebook. I'm letting it known. I'm giving you props. You know what I'm saying? And
Nice.
you're gonna be recognized. You know, actually this is the first show I'm performing with a band. You know, so imagine my records on a band, man. We're gonna tear it down at the number 2, man. You know, this Saturday coming. And we're looking to provide some bosses for some people, for the fans that's coming from the East. Maybe you can catch a bus at Lumley, or you can catch a bus at Waterloo to bring you to River number 2 Beach. You know, it's going to be one of a kind, man. I mean, you see, with this event, what makes this event very special is the fans and the people, they're taking it personal, B. Like, they see the kind of situation I found myself, where you have a lot of free events going on that day. I don't know. I'm not going to say it's intentional. I don't know. I'm not going to say it's not intentional. But respectfully, there's a lot of free events, entertainment events going on the day we decide to do our own show, our album release show. But I have so much faith in my fans. I know nothing can deter them from coming to support us.
No doubt. No doubt.
And after this, I mean, all that conversation about comparison, we should kill that, you know, because if I'm performing and I'm being paid and people paying to watch me and other people are performing for free, we should not be in the same conversation no more.
100%.
I'm just letting it be known. I'm just putting it out there. We should not be in the same conversation. If I'm performing and people are paying 200,000 leones to go watch me perform, and other folks, no disrespect, we should not be in the same conversation. I'm sorry.
100%. 100%. Anyway, hold up. Real quick, man. Real quick. You see, I'm jumping all over the place, you know what I mean? Because I feel this, of course, time is running. and we're gonna let you go. But I gotta get back a little bit to you know, why you feel as if though the beef with you in LA is lingering on for too long, and I'm sure it's been attempts, where they will bring y'all together and we see peace and y'all, it feels like it's all love, and then at the end of the day, bam, it's another outburst. Why you think this shit is still lingering this long?
First of all, I want to tell you guys that the tickets are available for the Saturday event. They're all over. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see all the locations there that you can get tickets. You can call. Tickets will be delivered to you. But I'll tell you like this, Abu.
Right.
It's hard to leave something alone that you benefit from. If some people thrive off unnecessary drama, not on music. I thrive on music.
Right.
The only thing that keeps me going as Caldinero is the music I put out.
Right.
It's not the same story for the next man.
Right.
The moment there's no beef with Caldinero, there's no career for the next man. So that beef has to keep going.
Right.
It has to be gone. That's what keeps me in the conversation. That's what keeps you in the... If you have an issue with Caldinero and the only thing you trod it on is you beefing with Caldinero, will you want that beef to be over?
Hell no. Fuck no. All right, I get it.
So you get it now. So there will never be peace. Because that's the only thing that keeps you going.
Right.
You have to keep the conversation. I have problem with Caldinero. Because that will please the people that support you. Because, you have people that support you because of politics. Right. They don't like Caldinero anyway. They feel like Caldinero betrayed them. So they will support you. You have people that support you that never like Caldinero. This guy facing in one grade day on top. They forget competition by force. Forget twin.
Right.
You have all this. Right. Oh, we want somebody. This guy, they sabi all team. One person with a fitar. One person with a costa. Forget targets. All these people are rallying behind you. You gonna let them down?
Definitely not.
You have politicians that might not like Caldinero. Because Caldinero is not an ass pisser. He stand on his 2 feet. He believe in what he believe in and he hold his nuts. You know what I'm saying? Rich or poor.
Right.
Win, lose or draw. He believe in what he believes in. He don't compromise. And those people will come behind you because they'll rally behind you. They'll give you what you want. You gonna let the beef go?
Hell no. I get
it's
it.
As simple as that.
I get it. I mean, it kind of just remind me of the Movado and Vibes Cartel beef. I'm thinking like Movado probably was expecting when Vibes came out of jail, they were still gonna go with that. You know what I mean? But then Vibes came with a little different kind of mentality, so it's kind of like, damn, nigga, I was waiting for that.
Vibes getting to that bad, man. Vibes getting $1 million, man.
Fact, 100%. Hey, but before I leave this topic alone, because this motherfuckers is killing me. Leave that topic alone. Leave it alone. Before I leave it alone, man, is there any line that you guys would not cross? Because I feel as if whenever you on stage, you go. Well, we saw a video where you go against the LA, the mom and stuff like that, and we saw a video with LJ going for your baby mom, and now recently just cursing on stage, doing all that. Is there a line you guys would not cross at all? Is there any line, any rules to this?
Abu, I want to talk about something different and something important, man. I want to talk about productivity. I want to talk about the show on Saturday that's going to be the biggest event at the number 2 pitch. I want to talk about, the album we just put out, which is a classic. You got to listen to it. You listen to the album yet?
I did. I didn't listen to the whole thing yet, but I did listen to a couple of tracks that really caught my attention. And I was going to ask you too, if you would give me the permission.
What's your favorite track on the album?
The track with you and Wisher.
Okay. That was Golden Child.
Right. That's my favorite. And the reason being is I want to talk on that is because I don't know, man, but I feel as if the Wisher is really. I never met her, but I think she's she's something. She's something. So what was I was about to say is, if you give me the permission, I want to start with that album because I want to start reviewing people's body of work, like people's album and tracks and stuff like that. I want to start doing a show where I'm actually reviewing, and stuff, And if you give me the permission, I want to start with that All Game Finals album. What you think?
Yo, I think it's a brilliant idea. It's needed, man. You know what I mean? Because that set the standards. You know what I mean? It set the standards for how the game should be, man. I love competition, man. I love it when I put out a classic album, somebody else come and put out a classic album. You know what I mean? Like it used to be with Dry Eye Crew and Yoke and all them dudes. We put out albums. But the fans today, they just want to hear Mamikos. Like I don't know how that's I don't know how that's connected to the music. Like I don't understand. Like, hey, let me tell you this, Abu. There's no gangster shit going on here.
Oh, definitely not. We know.
People disrespect you in public. They'll give you location to show up, but when it's time to show up, nobody shows up. You go there looking for people, and they're not there.
Right.
You disrespect somebody, but you're running around with a Delta, a government security guy with a gun, running around the city. I mean, it's not fair. I like when they say it's beef, it's war. It has to be all fair.
Right.
It has to be all fair.
Fact.
No government soldier, no Delta, none of that. Mano y mano. Then you can curse me, mama, or somebody. You can talk that talk. Then I'll respect it. But if you're running around with a Delta, old gun, you're running around, you're hiding somewhere when it's time to meet somewhere, you don't pull up, then that's not gangster, man. I don't respect it. I can't do that. I can't dig that. I dig when it's mano y mano. All fair. No protection. No, because here's people who tough until you show them the real gangster, then it's a court case.
Right.
Then it's a statement being laid at the CID. Then the same people now that's talking all this tough talk in your comments, they'll be like, yeah, count on form. Count on be supposed to do that. Oh, count on my boy himself. Like people will tease you to really act. And then they want you to kick your blessings away. And it's not looking at you like a clown. No, man. Yeah, I don't smart past that day. Nobody gonna tell me something. Yeah, me not afraid, man. Oh, me not afraid, man. Oh, because we not a police case no more than once. The person that they say tough, they touch and so. Now they now let them lock you up at them road. Like that's not gangster. Like gangster shit is everybody mano y mano. You handle it like man. No court case, no police, none of that. If it can't be that, then there's no reason. Anybody can, like when you cost me my mom, man, you didn't make me show even hot. Like one of my niggas called me. Be like, yo, Kyle, yo, son, laugh at that shit, man. Your shit is hot right now, man. All the chicks like you now, Kyle. They're like, man, who that this cow with it also? Like, you know what I mean?
100%. 100%. All right, man. Hey, so rounding this up, man, walk us through the different phases of Black Leo era, man. Because, we see right now you got a, I won't say a different team, but you got additional members to the Black Leo. So walk us through the different stages of Black Leo era.
I mean, that's the good thing. I always know how to transcend and reinvent the team. So now you have people like Stex coming to the forefront. And I think Stex is nicer than a lot of dudes, man. Stex he's a lyrical monster, man. That kid with a real punchline. Yeah. The Creole punchline, yo, nobody can see him. So you have Wisher, who's bringing something heavy to the table. And people always come at K-Rap and Medinero, bro. But what them dudes did on this project, I mean, you can't really knock them down, man. And people don't understand. A guy like K-Rap, he packed the stadium at Waterloo every year.
Right.
He has a fan base. He has numbers. K-Rap packed the show, Basatong Field. Every time he do a show over there, I've been to his shows before he became Black Leo. I've been to his shows. He has his own fan base. So they're
Okay.
always like, but Black Leo fans, they're stuck in the past. They like the Roys, the Fahims, the DZ. They just want Black Leo to remain that. So anything that's not
Right.
that, they always attack. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So, but
Right.
I believe in growth. Times change.
Mhm.
People move on.
Right.
This is the new
Right.
Black Leo right now, and it's thriving, man. I think this compilation is one of our best work. We're gonna be shooting more videos. Rap
Right.
G, he's an artist on his own, and he's part of the family. He's doing his thing. We was together last night. We was at the club, chilling. You know what I mean? At
Right.
the east part of town. You know?
Right.
So
Right.
I feel proud about this project, man. I mean, I want to encourage everybody to come to the beach, #2, this Saturday.
Right.
Let's come have fun.
Right.
On Thursday, though, I'll be at the Civic Festival. Actually,
Okay.
the minister gave me a platform where I'll be delivering a speech on
Right.
Thursday, and I'll probably perform one song or so. Because he said, no, Ambassador Kai, I want you to come to my Civic Festival as a real ambassador. I know you can
Right.
deliver a crazy, insane speech. I want to see you do that. So I'll be there on Thursday delivering a speech, on civic education and things of that nature. And then on Saturday, I'll be at #2 with the family, man. The whole country's
Right.
ready for it.
Right. I bet, man. This is gonna be my final question for this one. Like I said, I know it's gonna be another segment at some point whenever I'm able to get you again, because I know it takes time. So, finally, after going through so much, for the industry for decades, do you feel truly appreciated by your people, us, the people? Do you truly feel appreciated?
Yo, Abu, regardless of the
Yeah.
hate that people see on social media, right? That's bashing me.
Right.
The thing
Right.
that surprises me is, but every time I have a show, I see thousands of fans.
Right.
So that gives me the conviction that I'm loved more than I'm hated.
Okay.
The love surpassed the hate.
I like that.
There's a lot of people that love what I'm doing, that's tuned in, that's tapped into me. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that motivates me and keep me going, man. I don't let the hate, the little bash, because these people have an agenda, man. They're just trying to cash out on their monetization shit.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So they're on the hustle. Let me say some foul shit about Kyle and get like the traction that I need on the algorithm and get paid at the end of the month.
Right.
I get it. That's what's going on.
Right.
Even though some
Right.
of it is witch hunts, some of it is too passionate, they take it too far, but the love surpassed the hate.
Right.
I feel like down the line, people gonna understand that my contribution in salon music, salon creative space, is like none other, and I'm here to break grounds. I'm here to do more. I believe I have. People don't even understand. They're like, oh, retire. I'm like, I have a lot of doors to kick open, man. I feel
Right.
like
Right.
there's more things to be done, to do. And who's going to do those things? You know what I mean?
Right.
Who stands toe to toe with Calligraph Jones or Sarkodie or Nasty? Who can do that?
Right.
I don't see that person.
Okay.
And there's so much I can achieve. I just feel like it takes time. But you know what I mean? In due time and due process, I think we're gonna get there. So I just want to
Right.
continue to thank all my fans for all supporting me, standing by me throughout the years. You know what I
Right.
mean? Regardless of what's going on.
Right.
People power, man. The people power. Black
Right.
Leo, that's what it is. People power. You know? And we're very, very, very influential. We've made presidents. Black Leo. We've made president. Our track record is humongous.
Sure.
When we speak, it's very important. So people better stop playing with us. People better stop playing with us. And
100%.
it might get to the point where one day, I'm not seeing myself as a politician, but Black Leo is a movement that can transform to anything.
Sure.
It can make that transition to something else in the future. That's all I can say. So the wise will pick it up.
I get it. I get it. And I mean, I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna leave that one alone for the next one, man. So, hey, bro, I gotta say, I truly appreciate you for blessing us on this platform. And I mean, you take time off your busy schedule. You got a show coming up, and you got, I mean, a lot with the family and all that. I already know, man. So I truly appreciate you, man. And just to give you your flowers, I said this behind you and I'll say it in front of you also. And I mean, you one of the legends that I actually will salute. And it's not because of the personal Philly connection or whatever the situation is, but just because the sheer will to do what you do. You know what I mean? You're going through all the battles and still make it alive. And, you know what I mean? You staying consistent with just giving us, you know what I mean? Like, paving the lane for hip-hop and all that. I just want to salute you and say thank you very much, brother. Keep doing what you do. I wish you well on the show, you know what I mean? And of course, too, I'm probably going to come out to represent me. I mean, my guy's going to come out there, man. So if you on the cameras, let it be known the cameras will be out there too, man. You already know. We appreciate you, boss. Real talk.
Thank you, bro.
All
Thank
right?
you. Blessings. Much love,
No
man.
doubt, brother. Stay
Peace.
blessed. Yes, sir. Kalaboom. And so we finish a dope interview. Of course, we'll forget a part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. We're gonna keep going because again, this guy get a long list of track record. Most of the questions they were guys I'm not able to go through this if I just be to jump up and down a little bit, forget to whatever. And for now they try to bash me on the the beef thing and that. Hey man, at the end of the day, this is what people want to know. When we do an interview, we don't do it just for we self. You know what I mean? We do it for the people. You know what I mean? And the man, of course, we all know, man, is very smart. He don't turn at the game. So not to somebody where anybody could just say no way they can't, it able for use or whatever. You know what I mean? If not something where no one for talk about, of course, the cow will me know. Just like we want to move past that, you go to say, right? Let's move past that. And you got to respect that. You know what I mean? You know, so, but like I said, man, you out there, man, don't forget, go out there, the 13th. Buy the ticket if you're not buy it. Go show love. Love we celebrate. You know what I mean? Love we learn for appreciate we own them. You know what I mean? Love we start for appreciate them. Then they say no like Nigerian music. Then they say no like Ghanaian music. Then they say no like American music. But I appreciate you young people in back also. You know what I mean? I appreciate the work that they put in. This man, like I tell you from where me know I'm 20 plus years. 20 plus years ago. You know what I mean? This nigga, the only thing I don't even know except for say they do a 9 to 5 like we what they go do 9 to 5 that we do this full-time job now entertainment. Full-time. It puts all in everything. It's like what I said, I'm gambling, I'm rolling the dice and I'm shooting. Entertainment, that's it for me. And he did it. You know what I mean? God able to answer him, able to forget the blessings of for that also. You know what I mean? So we get for able to appreciate him. And at the end of the day, whatever lane I tell these people, because I feel as though this is not the most the most stupidest people, excuse me language, Sierra Leoneans and we not the most stupidest people when it comes to, you know what I mean, like supporting, right? You know what I mean? Because don't look at them and say, oh, why they, I know I do politics, but I just put on the, why the SLPP say no matter if APC do something good, we just go try for sabotage them. You know what I mean? Or why the APC, if SLPP do good, we just sabotage them. No, man. Once you strong, who say you there, you strong, who say you there, now there you there. But that don't mean if you see something good enough to appreciate them. The same shit. You know what I mean? You can be RFM, you can be Black Leo, you can be this. Where somebody do something great, appreciate that. That did not take away for the fact that say you still that nigga, or you still that this team. You team now, you team still. Or you the question yourself, huh? You don't feel strong enough with your team like you the question yourself? Because I know me, I'm 2-1. But it need to take me nothing for make I give shout out to any other team that's out there. I'm 2-1, I stay there. That didn't make up like, oh man, now only 2-1 products and no more than be good. Or now only 2-1 cipher no more how they listen to or how they watch. Only 2-1 interview no more how they... Dog, what the fuck type of mentality is that, man? Let's cut all that out. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and, you know, like support each other. Push each other out. We get a big battle that for try for, you know what I mean, push Salon, not Salon Force. We get a big battle. You know what I mean? So if these guys doing that thing, how did they do them differently, man? Let's push them. Not to for bash them. Let's push them. Them probably not going to see eye to eye. They probably not going to work with each other. We get it. Now, I mean, whatever that grown man, when they decide to, they will do that. but not stop yourself from something great because, you know what I mean, maybe you get hatred for this team or you get that or that. You know what I mean? So I hope you not learn from this. And don't forget, man, the 13th, go out there, go show love by the show. You know what I mean? And let's pack him, man. Make this man feel appreciated because we do appreciate him, right? You know what I mean? At 2-1-10, it's a Sunday. We usually don't do this, man, but we out here doing it. You know what I mean? And we appreciate any and everybody that come out here, man. You dig me? All right? I hope when I still get the holy going on. As for me, I still get me holy. You know what I mean? The blood of Jesus. You know what I mean? Amen and amen. We out here, man. Y'all know how we do. God damn, we get about almost 50 grand, like 45 grand. Are you crazy? This is love. You know what I mean? This is love. Yeah, I got a lot of people that want to come on now. Pastor starts a different one. I can't bring nobody on this now. And it's almost 2 hours anyway, so I'm about to like end this, you know what I mean, and just, you know, call it a day, man, you know what I mean? And stay blessed anytime where you there. Don't forget, like I said again, the 13, all game motherfucking final, man. Go out there and go support. You dig? 2-1 that we're out here. All game final. Let's go.
True love, bad boy. For real, forget the fake. Bad boy. For real, forget the fake talk. Wait, show them the ring finger. Boss lady, she the wife of the king nigga. Expensive shit, see what the king bring her. That's the queen in her. Classy girl, you sassy girl. Smell like money, for real, girl. When she pass me, girl, look who you more cool. Love the way you do the things you do. When I travel, baby, I can miss you too. Rest, only you had that bass my freak. For fair man, we love you, pass me, pass the dish.
My love for you will never die. My love for you will never die.
Hey mama, love you to death, real, no drama.
I go there by your side forever, ever. We gonna sing by your song, never say never. Now me and you go there one fight begin together.
Leo for life. I see you, no doubt. Yeah, man. We out here just celebrating the king, man. We gonna celebrate the king. Ambassador Cow. We gonna celebrate him, man. Alright? Let's celebrate the king, man. Alright, Black Leo, yes, I see you. Leo for life. Let's go.
You for you, whatever. Whenever, forever.
Praise for you. Hey, hold on, make a clean me voice. You don't know. Praise for you. Die for you. Hey. Yeah. Successful interview, man. Successful interview. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that. All game final, man. Where you know hip hop, man. You know hip hop, alright? Once you know hip hop, you know hip hop.
Create your own website by saying, "This is what I want."
There, let we go celebrate
clicks,
greatness. Let go celebrate hip hop. You know what I mean? And have fun, man. You dig me? Not 2-1-10. Alright?
To the jungle, y'all.
You don't know. All game final, the 13.
You know what I mean?
Let's go celebrate the king, man.
Blackly,
already know.
Let's go.
Check it. I rock with living legends, more faster even reverend. I'm a A-lister, you get to E for effort. Let's flip the E to W, that's a win for record. Kneel down and kiss the ring, I'm a ringleader. I'm number 1, you number 2, no time for bitch niggas. Instead of phone call, I slap who the ring am. Carry lawyer beats the case, stay nearly killer. Effortlessly snipe, I'm like Wesley, they fake like Wesley. And she book me, we'll even back from under what I like jet ski. Niggas talk too much, time for shit beef, we don't see them ban. Tell them say, check is coming, like who that's, they pass by.
I've been through change, then let me tell you the story. But thank God I'm back, then to God be the glory. I bounce back and smack this dodgy demon walking faster. More than decapitator, your kick and score, yeah. More than asking plus you bring it trouble for me. You must meet you match his ball. What smell like nasty shots, me cool make them vanish. And me team make you ask his loss. What's hello boy? Get up in the house. Man, the bass letters paper kites. Try forget me paper like to session at this game, bro. By the man of a take a like you owe me couple. Trust me, yes he must give me. No make a 20 face so some at his cup and go skiddy. Number 9 at the pitch, bro. Score goal. just cause give me. So calling at the club, yes, we'll be boss skinny. Anytime we talk about success, by the man, you more serious.
Yeah. Listen, $50, baby. Yeah, you gotta stone papa. Now cut through the cuts, so I cut niggas them off when they run them up. If you jealous you know for your lunch, you go jealous for your subs. Goofy ass niggas. Rub it on the internet. When I catch you now, though, I go beat you like a pistol. I'm sick of these niggas. Like the same king can polent. Juju all the time. I see pass smell of scent. I'm down with the Leo, no super hype and kiss and tell. You fast, I'm a pala, I go beat you and disconnect, yeah. Internet gangster, that they quick for tip planets, yeah. Lyrically gifted, now bars can pay me rent.
King for raw, yeah, always. Galaxy of stars there like a building another cloud. From a little corner, and I'm taking the vibes to the crowd. The ambassador, keeping hip hop alive, man, was truly proud. This is why I want the hand melody just to pump it loud. Walk with the sun, can rap and Genesis, rock no nemesis. When I hit, I strike so bases, flows are faces, smash on the faces. The village boy with the keys and the room of lyrics, keep your kisses. The never
So I don't know what it is. I'm about to end this live right now, and I will probably start another one where we'll just vibe. Anybody who gets questions and now, or you want me to bring you regular, I can bring you on. But this with the left hand strictly for the king, with the left hand straight for the Leo. You know what I mean? We're not bringing nobody extra on this, so we're gonna end it, and then we're gonna do another one. I appreciate everybody. Stay blessed. Don't forget the 13. We out there, man. Let we go show love, okay? Believe that. Salute, man. We out.